I love what you said about the city, the area that you want to, the region that you want to practice in. I had an LSAT meetup last night with some students, and someone was saying how they didn't want to go to Fordham because it wasn't a top 14. And I'm saying, well, if you want to stay in New York,
Hmm.
USC and UCLA may not be as worthwhile for you as Fordham is, even though they're top 14 and or close to it, and Fordham is not.
Yeah,
And I,
absolutely. I mean, you look at, I was talking to a student the other day who got into Tulane but wants to be in New York. I think he was deciding between Tulane and Brooklyn, and so Tulane is a better school, but Brooklyn is in New York. Um, and in his case, I think he's probably still better off at Tulane, but it's going to be more work for him. There are going to be law firms that are happy to have a Tulane student, but they're not flying down to Tulane to interview. It's just not worth their time. Whereas, if he flies up to New York and sends out resume, he'll probably be fine, but it will be a little bit of extra legwork for him.
and I would also imagine that the name recognition does have a power to it. If you're in New York, how many Tulane grads do you see versus how many Brooklyn grads do you see? And just the repetition of the name, I think,
Mhm.
has a certain weight to it.
Absolutely. Yeah. So, I mean, at the end of the day, you have to do well in law school wherever you are. You need to, be strategic about what you want to do and how you want to get there. If you want to work for the government and if you want to be in public interest and you spend your summers at a law firm, they're not, you're going to be like, oh, but I'm willing to take this huge pay cut and serve the public. And they're going to look at your resume and be like, all you've done is corporate stuff. Like, we don't believe that you're committed to public interest.
Right, right. That makes a lot of sense. Thanks for tuning into the show. Please subscribe if you haven't done so already to be notified of new episodes as I release them. And feel free to reach out if you need anything at all as you move forward with your prep. I'm happy to help however I can. In the meantime, I'll wish you all the best and take care.